All right, we're back again this Wednesday, the 27th of January, for the word for you today. And the word for you today is you're graced for the test. It's Job 23, verse 10. When he had tested me, I came forth as gold. Job had lost his family and his fortune in a single day. Yet, looking back, he wrote, when he tested me, I will come forth as gold. It takes much more heat to produce gold than it does to produce tin. So which one of the two do you want to be? To enjoy the blessings God has in mind for you, you've got to pass life's test. In the early days of television programming, schedules were routinely interrupted by a 30-second test of the emergency broadcasting system. Those tests are a lot like the ones that come into our lives, unscheduled, unwelcome, and they always seem to come at the worst possible time. But unlike television test patterns, life tests don't last for 30 seconds, then go away. No, they last for weeks, years, and in some cases a lifetime. And when the reason you may never know, completely understand or become completely clear to you. There's an aspect of the test you can't control, and that's how you respond to it. The truth is, tests are invaluable, integral, and indispensable part of your spiritual growth. Without them, you'll never grow and mature as much as you need to. And it's how you handle your test that decides your testimony. Paul writes, every detail works to your advantage and to God's glory. More and more grace, more and more praise. So we're not giving up. How could we? Even though on the outside, it often looks like things are falling apart on us. On the inside, not a day goes by without his unfolding grace. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 15 and 16. The bottom line, you're graced for the test. And so you're graced for the test. And I remember those little tests. They would come sometimes, like they said, at the worst time. You'd be in the middle of a good show, and then you hear this is a test at an emergency broadcasting station, and you want it to go. And that's the way trials come. They're inconvenient. They come at the very worst time. But how do we respond to those tests? We respond to God in faith through praising and worshiping, continuing to lift up his holy name, even in the midst of trials and tribulations. And that's what gives you your testimony. A test gives you a testimony. Your grace for the test has been the word for you today. God bless you and God keep you is our prayer.